Hey guys, welcome back to TNG Life, and today I want to make a very personal video. This one I decided to do because I want to reach out and hopefully help any of you who are struggling or going through pregnancy at a young age, and maybe you don't have anyone to talk to. Maybe you just want to watch this video to kind of make you feel better. I just want to make you feel like you're not alone. I want to share my story with you guys, so hopefully that can somehow help you. When I was 15, I got pregnant. I was a small town girl living in the small town world, and at that time people were barely dating, so it was really a shocker to get pregnant at that age. So I had my baby when I was 15. I was 4 days shy of my 16th birthday, and I was in a relationship for a couple years prior to that. I feel like when I was growing up, I was in kind of an old soul. I was more mature than my peers, and I feel like I always felt like I'm more grown up and more mature. I always wanted to be grown up and just be an adult instead of being a teenager. When you're young and you're in love, you don't really think about those things. You don't really think about consequences and what's going to happen and how you're going to take care of it. So I thought that it was going to be so cute to have a little family, and even though I knew my parents were not going to be thrilled about this, I just, that's what happened. At that age, I didn't feel stressed or depressed or anything like that. I mean, obviously, I was nervous as far as what was going to happen, but I really didn't think much through. And I think mostly because of my age, I didn't think about things. Some parents feel like if their kids have a kid with someone, then they should just be together. And in my situation, it wasn't the case. It really felt like I was better off without my boyfriend for different reasons. And so my parents decided to keep me and the baby in their house. So obviously, I am very thankful to everything that my parents have done for me. This is how my case turned out. And if they didn't, I'm sure my story would have been different. I don't know how it would have been different, so I can't really say that. But on my part, I was lucky enough to have parents who cared and, took me kind of under their wing and let me stay with my baby, let me stay with them and have a life with them. I had a baby, then I went back to high school, and, that was awkward all in all of itself. I mean, obviously, because no one in my small town had that kind of situation happen to them. So I was the only one. I was raising a baby on my own, and my parents were not helping me at all besides giving me the roof over my head in the beginning. They really wanted to leave me alone with the baby to kind of make me feel what I need to feel, to become an adult. My boyfriend was not in the picture, not because he didn't want to, but because they wouldn't let him. So basically, I was raising the baby on my own. About 9 months later, my parents decided to move out of town into a big city. And obviously, because I was underage, I had to move with them. And that's what happened. So we all moved, and that's the last time that I saw my boyfriend. Becoming a mom at such a young age and not knowing what was going to happen, all the responsibilities that I had to take care of, and caring for someone, having another life that you're responsible for is such a huge responsibility. It's such a huge deal that it was kind of like a train just hitting me in the head and, just leaving me at the station. And it was like, here you go, this is what happened, you deal with it. And that was just such a difference in my life and such a shock and just a way different way of life that I didn't expect. And I didn't, in my fairy tale, I was thinking, we're going to have a little family, we're going to be so cool and good together, and we're going to take care of the baby, have mother and a father, and it was going to be so cool. Well, that was just in my fairy tale. My reality was completely different. I was on my own, raising the baby and handling all these things that a teenager should probably not be handling at that point. And it was difficult. It was very difficult. I had problems breastfeeding. I didn't really have anyone to talk to turn to and get help and get support, all that kind of stuff. So that was hard. At that time, YouTube was not even a thing. but I want you to feel like you're not alone. You can do this. You know, whatever decision you decide to do that is best for you and your baby is what you should be doing. I had my struggles. I went through high school. I finished high school, graduated high school. I went to college. I actually went to junior college first because I wanted to you know, kind of ease my way into it. And when you're taking care of a baby, it's not as easy just to be completely gone full-time in college. Decided what I was going to do with my life. Then I transferred into a university and I graduated. All that, of course, with the help of my parents. Don't give up, you know, try and think about your life and your future and your baby's life and your baby's future. You know, what's best for you? Do you want to get a degree? Do you want to go to school? Just because you have a baby doesn't mean you can make it, and you can have an amazing life, and, you know, you'll be fine. Do I have any regrets? Yes, I would probably take a do-over and have my life a little bit different, make different choices than I did before. It didn't work out with my baby's daddy because of other circumstances and other things that happened in our lives, not because we didn't want to be together. It just didn't work out for so many different reasons. Beginning, it was really rough, but I do want to say that it gets better. So if you're struggling with something, whether it is breastfeeding or taking care of your baby in general, or if you're struggling with potty training them, it gets better. Trust me, it will get better. Eventually, it'll get better. The crazy thing is, I remember that when I had my son, prior to that, I was a very deep sleeper. Like, there could be anything going on next to me, so much noise, anything you can think of, and I will not wake up when I'm sleeping at night. Like, I was just such a deep sleeper. It wasn't even funny. Like, people were joking about my sleep because I wouldn't be able to wake up if there was any noise, any sort of noise. And as soon as I had my son, I had him near me, and anytime that he would sleep near me, I would just be awake constantly. Like, my one eye would be basically open, trying to make sure that he's okay, that he's sleeping, that he doesn't need anything. Like, it's just insane. And like, it's just how different it is. Like, your mother instinct kicks in right away automatically because it's just what it is. And you have to take care of this new thing. And yeah, like, I remember I would just be so awake, like basically half asleep, half awake, constantly keeping an eye out on him and making sure that he's okay. So that's just crazy, but I just wanted to share that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.